All right, welcome to class. With us today, we want to discuss quadratic equation. Now, first thing I need you to note is that the word quad means four. It means four. Now, but the question that will be given to us will be in a trinomial form. Trinomial. That means will be in three variable. Look at it. This is in three variable. 1, 2, 3. It's in three number. So it's called trinomial for you to increase it into quadratic equations. That's what you have to note. Next, before we solve this, there are some few things I need you to understand, some few key points. That first, in quadratic equation, we are talking about an expression or an equation that has a power of x that can be factorized or simplified, as the case will be. Now watch this. There are a few methods we use. Method number one is that we employ factorization method. That's the first thing we must learn. Number two, we employ formula method. Number three, we employ completing the square method. And number four, we have the graphical method. So these are the four methods that we are using to solve this. Now, if this is said, let's quickly solve this. We are asked to factorize. So we want to start from the first method. We are asked to factorize this. Now, remember I told you that the word quad is 4, but they will give you a question in trinomial. First, case 1, we are solving in a trinomial form. Case 1. Please note this, case 1. We are solving this when the question is in trinomial form. That means when it has three variables. Now, there are a few things we have to note as well here. We know what we call the product. First, we know what we call the sum. And we know what we call the factors. So let me explain this for you very quickly. It's simple. This is not hard. It's very simple. Now, the product is simply the coefficient of x squared times the last value. The coefficient of x squared times the constant. The last value is my constant. So this one times this one, I'm going to have minus 21x squared. Next up, for the sum. The sum is the middle value. The middle value, be it plus or minus, the sum is the middle value. But I'm having 4x, yeah? Next up, what do I know? I have factors. Now, the factor in this case are those numbers we are looking. Remember, this is in trinomial form. We want to take it to 4. That means quadratic. Now, we are going to look for two variables, that's two numbers, that when you add or subtract, will give you the sum. Our emphasis, we are using the factor to get the sum. Hear me. What and what do I multiply first? The product. Do I multiply to give me the product? That number, when I add or subtract that number, will give me the sum. I say that again. What and what do I multiply to give me the product? And when I add or subtract, will give me the sum. What is those things? Simple and short. If you check, you are going to state down the factors. Simple. We're going to look for the factors that when we multiply will give us 7 and will give us minus 21. And when we add or subtract will give us this value. So we already know that since I know 21 as my value, I would think of those numbers that when I multiply them will give me 21. First, let's start from 1 times 21. Next, let's start from 21 times 1, and then 3 times 7, 7 times 3, as the case will be. I don't need to repeat this one. I just want to use it for an explanation for you to know. So all of this one now would give me 21. But remember I said if you either add or subtract, you will get the sum. So what is that number? Now watch this. I already know that 3 times 7 will give me 21. Remember, this is minus. So I said when you either add or subtract, first, What and what do you multiply to give you 21? When you multiply it, look at this one, we'll give you 21. Step 2, when you now add that thing that is giving you 21, when you either add it or subtract it, you are going to get the sum, which is -4. So what does that mean now? Since I know this one, we want to check what will give my minus and my plus. Watch. Since the sum is -4, it means that the biggest number is what will carry minus. That's what it means. If this was to be +4, it means that the biggest number will carry +4. Please don't forget. Look at this. The sum is -4. So if I'm having 7 times 3 to give me 21, how do I put the plus and minus? Since this one is having minus, it means that the biggest number will be minus. But if it's carrying plus, if the sum is carrying plus, it means that the biggest number will be plus. So with this said, I can therefore say here is plus, while here is minus. So plus times minus now will give me minus. This is it here. 3 times 7 will give me 21. Now, how do I get the sum? When you either plus, hear me please, or when you subtract. Now, I will remove these times. When you either plus or you subtract, remove these times now. I'm now going to have 3 minus 7. Let's check if this one will give us -4. Check it out. Remove this 3 from this -7. My answer becomes -4. So that means that I've gotten my variable. So what do I do going forward now? I would therefore take this x square here. I will not put this one anymore. I'm not going to put this one. Remember I said from trinomial we're taking it to quad, 4 value. I will remove this one now and put this 2 that is giving me this 4. So here I will put plus 3x. Next I will put -7 here. So that will now give me -21. So but don't forget, we have not introduced our factors here. The factors are plus 3x and -7x. So this is how you do that. Plus 3x and -7x. It's simple to solve. From this point, the moment you have gotten this now, you are now going to count the variables. Now the variable is no longer trinomial form anymore. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, which is now in quadratic form. So what do you do here now? It means that you can bracket this one 2, 2. Now going forward, what do I know here? Check the first bracket. What is common in the first bracket? Observe that x here is 2, x here is 1. If you check the whole number of x there, x appear 3 times. Why if you check 3, this 3 here, 3 only appear 1 time. So that tells you that because the power of x is appearing triple times, it means that it's much than the number of times 3 is appearing. So x is common. So but which it will be the one I will pick out is the lesser one. I'll pick the lesser power of x, not the, this one is small, while this one is big. I'll pick the smallest one, pick it out. So I'll have it like this, x into bracket. Now I will take this x down to divide the first variable here, which is x squared, like this, x squared divided by x. So this x is 2, this is 1. If you divide 1 here, we are still having 1 left. I'll put it here like this. Now plus, I'll have plus here. Now I will take 3x out, and I will divide it with this same times. If you do that, this cancels this, we're left with 3. I'll put 3 here. That's what I'm having. Now, to know if you are correct, check. If you multiply this, open the bracket, I'm having x squared. This times this, I'm having this value here. You can see that the bracket is correct. Now, going further, what do? I have minus here. Bring it out. Now, what is common here? Oh, there's x here, please. What is common here? What is common here? Observe that the x here is appearing just 1 time. X is only 1 time here. But the numbers that are here are appearing twice. But let's look at it in this form. 7 is appearing 3 times here. There is 1 7 here, and there is another 7 here. 4 times, rather, 4 times. Remember that this 7 is appearing 1. How many 7 can you find in 27? It's 3 times. So when you add 7 plus 7 plus 7, observe that all this one is appearing 4 times. So the 7 here is much more than the x. That means the 7 is common. So I'll take it out. I'll put 7 here. I'll open another bracket now. Now, in this case, what do I do? In order for you not to waste too many time, just know that if this first bracket is correct, put it here. Put it in the second bracket, and you are correct. So how do I know it's correct? Let's put it and confirm. From this point now, what do I do? Let's expand and see if we'll get this one back. So let's check. -7 times x will give us -7x. Minus 7 times this one will give us what? Will give us 7, and this will give us minus 21. Minus times this, 7 times this will give us 21. Watch this. Watch this. This is not what we have here. So it means that this is correct. Please just take your bracket here and slot it in the other side. You are correct. So it's the same thing. So from this point now, what do? I will pick the outside values, or you can try to pick the bracket first. I say that again. You can either pick the outside value or pick the bracket first. It's up to you. Whichever one you like, you are correct. So first, I want to pick the outside one. I have this minus 7 here. Then pick one of the brackets, and I will stop here as my value. This is how you factorize this. And this is the correct thing we have here. Please, if this is the first time I've come across this channel or this speed, please kindly do well to hit the plus sign and follow for more. Tell this to your friends and everybody around your community. Bye-bye. See you in the next class.